Welcome back to Bazooka Kickboxing, and today's episode is going to be on how to deal with the southpaw left kick and different ways to block and counter it. It can be very difficult to fight a southpaw with a good left kick, especially with a good, strong Muay Thai background. That southpaw fighter is going to throw that arm kick over and over again, and that's what they call cracking the shell. So as a kickboxer or someone who wants to get inside, really get their combinations going, you have to deal with that left kick. It's going to be very frustrating. Some of the best to do it, you can see someone like Sidichai, Yotsenklai, Petpanamur, and Kiat Mukau. So those fighters are so effective at using that kick to shut down the offense of their opponent. So first of all, you have to be confident on defending that kick. And I'm going to show you the different ways. You can use your legs, which is more Thai style. You can use the cross or the Dutch block that people use, or you can use your footwork. And one that you're probably not using is using that pivot to get away from it. You want to shut down that power, keep circling to the left, if that's what you're going for. Okay, so let's get right into that video, and I'm going to show you my favorite ways, different defense and different counters to that southpaw kick. So I'm going to use Matt Embry today as a southpaw, and he's going to throw that kick. So the strategy from that southpaw kicker is going to be to crack the arm. So as the kick comes, it shells me here because he wants to shut down my right hand. So the big game that we're playing is my right hand versus that kick, okay? More of a boxing perspective versus the Muay Thai. So the first thing you do when you fight that Muay Thai fighter is you want to make sure you block that kick. Every time that kick comes, if I just stay here and get hit and show damage, they're just going to keep controlling their distance, controlling the fight, and ultimately win that decision. So the first way to block that Thai style is to use the legs. So if that kick comes, I can use my lead side, crossing over. That's my first way, really stable. A lot of other fighters could use the back leg. So as the kick comes, more of a Thai style, block with the rear leg. That's the first way to block that kick. The second is what's more I call my cross block, or the Dutch style block you see a lot. So as that kick comes, I can counter block with both sides. This way is a little bit better if you want to counter with the hands, where blocking with your legs, a little bit more, it's better to use your kick off of it. So for example, the kick comes again, I can cross block and counter a little bit easier, block off of here, counter right back with my own right kick. Or if I cross block, this is beautiful because it sets up my right cross and then my combinations off of that. Okay, so you can block with the legs, block with the hands. The other way you can use is use your movement. As the kick comes, I can sweep out of the way and then try to come back in. And this way I could get back in, avoid the kick, come back in with my own combinations. Now the other key thing is with that kick, if you circle towards the right, this is where people always make those mistakes. If I'm continually circling here and walking into it, that's going to add more power to that kick and you're going to keep walking into it. So the simple strategy, more of a basic style, is circling this way. So as the kick comes, you take a lot of the power away from it. Okay, so when there's no action happening, that's the circle you want, circling away from the power. Now, another quick way to get away from it with the movement is adding a little quick pivot or shuffle as that kick comes. So as that kick comes, I shuffle off and I could attack right away. So once again, the kick comes, I turn off and I hit. I could even block that if I want as I shuffle out. I can come off and then power punch in that direction. Okay, the last one that I like to use, and it's not as used as common, and I feel that when someone is so effective as a southpaw left kicker, that they're not really used to blocking the lead side leg. So a lot of times what I like to do is for that quick second, I'll switch into my southpaw, attack that side, and come back. This way you make them think. I can throw it off as a switch kick a few times, switch off to my opposite stance, chop that leg, and get the distance. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, just as a little drill, Matt's gonna throw the kick, and I'm just gonna flow back and forth with different blocks and counters. All right, now I'm gonna throw some to Matt on this side, and then he could react, and you can see some different counters he likes. Okay, nice one inside as I go high. Matt went inside. Okay, adding catches. Interrupting. There you have it, so many different ways that you can block or counter off that southpaw left kick. You saw so many different options: block with the legs, block with the hands. You also saw Matt really implement, as the body kick came, countering to the inside leg, or even catching the kick to disrupt the momentum and to disrupt their balance. Okay, so use the different strategies, and again, this is just scratching the surface. Some, depending on the fighter, one might work more effectively than the other. So that's why it's really important to understand, get to know them all. Okay, work the catches, work the blocks, and work different counters. In my experience, it's really important to have set combinations that you counter with, especially with that southpaw. There's so many different things to think about. You know that kick's coming, you're circling, you want to evade it, you know they're shutting down your power. What do you do? So that's why having set combinations to counter with is really easy, really effective, and fast. You make it second nature to yourself. So for example, so as that kick comes, boom, my right hand will follow right away. Okay, that's the quick counters. As the kick comes, feel the touch, I'll throw a combination. So my quick counters that I like to do versus that north versus south would be throwing my right straight, left hook, and then I can change the level and the angle that I'm countering with my right kick. Okay, so sometimes you want to attack the inside leg, sometimes you want to attack the arm. Okay, just from my experience as well, for those who are the orthodox fighters who really want to attack the inside leg, when you fight a southpaw who's really experienced, it's really hard to get that inside leg, or anybody who's southpaw, because they tend to have more of a bladed stance, which means you kick knees. So personally, I do like to attack the body and the leg against the southpaw more than that inside leg. But hey, if they're giving me that inside leg, I'm gonna take it all day. Okay, so make sure you keep liking, keep subscribing, and hit that bell so you get the notifications once the videos are released. Keep learning, keep sharing with your friends, and let's keep growing Bazooka Kickboxing.